Alright, what's up everybody? This is Zacharias. We are back again with more of Avadon 3 the Warborn. Again, sorry I had to abruptly stop the recording in the last part, but I did have to make sure I didn't go over an hour. But we can continue now here. Where do I need to go? Redbeard makes a mark on your map. Travel to Kirik-Tor. Something major is happening there. Big enough to draw the less. Hurry there and find out what. If you meet rebel leaders, as I suspect you will need to act. I will send scouts after you with further direction. What should I do to the rebels? Talk to them. Kirik-Tor is a meeting place. Find out what they want. We are looking for a way to get the rebels to sue for peace. Our greatest goal is not revenge. It is showing that we can end the war. Should I kill the rebels? Of course, if you must. If they attack you, definitely. However, Deless is going to there to parley with them. That means they want to talk. Get them to talk to you. What will you be doing? I need to leave here. At this point, it is unwise for me to stay in one fort for too long. I will be looking for a new base. When I find one, I will send a message to you. And if I don't get a message? Raylan, you are a hand of Avadon. You will do your duty and find a way to fight for the pack as best you can. I do hope I see you again, though. I occasionally enjoy guiding young hands with promise. Now, off with you. There is much to do, and the hunt continues. Okay. So yeah, we have our mission, and in that last part, as you see, I did tell Redbeard to go ahead and raid the stead, so hopefully my advice to not cause too much destruction was helpful indeed. You return to Vanatok's stead with some anxiety. You aren't sure how Redbeard finally decided to punish this far-land town. As promised, the village was raided. Some walls are crumbling. The ground is scorched in places. Smoke hangs heavy in the air. You hear the wailing of mourning villagers. The punishment you chose was inflicted. It is as you heard. Redbeard needs little encouragement to unleash horrifying violence. Alright, well, at least it's still standing. Okay, at least her son is still alive. Do you have any more work for me? How are you faring? We have received judgment from Avadon. Redbeard sent a brief message. He considers the current matter closed. Tilla looks up at you. For a moment, her gaze is sharp. He also said that it was you who decided our final fate. You shouldn't have forced me to do it. For a moment, she regained some of her old anger. I came to you with help. I brought information. I aided you, and you didn't need to take so much from us. Don't worry, the lesson was learned. We will submit. Well, this generation will submit anyway. When the next rebellion comes, and it must, it will be up to your children to slaughter our children. I need nothing else from you. Alright, I will return to building our stead. We need to restore our strength before our neighbors destroy us. I'm sorry about what I had to do. You had to do it. It is the way of Avadon. You are only a cog in the machine. I understand. The message was heard. We will not oppose Avadon again. Okay, I wonder if Magda will still give us work now that we are traveling somewhere else. Okay, well, at least she's still alive. So it looks like some of the guards were killed, but not too much like actual people. So that's good. Why are you all the way out here? I follow the old ways, the ways of wood and grass. My circle needs to be far from the stone walls of the stead for my magic to work. It is also good to be far from the blood and smoke, the devastation caused by you. These are far from my area of study, but always here for healing. I'm surprised to find a place of such peace in Chimeria. You know so little. Okay. I'm sorry, Han. All of my medicine has gone to heal the people here. The people wounded and burned by Avadon's raid. Okay, well that's fair, honestly. Do you have any more work for me? I do. I have heard rumors. I heard that you recently went to the Four Circles region. I have been there. Then there is a small chance that you notice that there are only 3 circles. Circles from the old times, tapping into the energy of the wood. The 4th circle is lost. I will pay a generous bounty if you can find it. Why do you want to find the circle? I care greatly about the old places, the sacred places. I am responsible for maintaining them. It is my duty. I only wish to know its location, then I can tend to it. This is a spiritual matter. It has nothing to do with the war. Selena is fascinated. Your Western ways are so interesting. I am amazed by your customs and duties. Magda shrugs. I do not do it for you. Nature does not care about our squabbles. How might I find it? I only have one clue. I know from old records that the 4 circles are arranged in a square. Finding the first 3 may help find the 4th. If you think you know where it is, examine the underbrush there closely. You might be able to find an old path to the circle. If you saw any of the circles already, be sure to revisit them. You will need to get their precise positions to find the 4th. Okay. Okay, well, at least we can do one quest for her. Let's go back to Camp Nightshade really quickly, though. Because I want to see if Avadon has anything for us. Now that we can travel somewhere else. I would love to give you more help. And help is what I'm wanting. You go to 4 circles. It is news to me. No idea that was an important area. I wonder what knowledge waits there to be mined out. Last time my scouts went through there, they saw a series of huts near standing stones. Old and worn, but seemed odd. Search them. Tell me what you find. How were the huts odd? Abandoned, but only a tiny bit old and worn. Seemed almost new. In peaceful land, nobody there. I see these details. See things are worth looking closer, yes? Anything I should watch out for? Spies, magical traps, dragons. That close to a major place, a meeting area? Anything can happen. I am sure this is very dangerous. Sorry. Alright, since I am taking a Botan again, let's go ahead and give him the potions I gave to Rudao. Okay, so we have 2 missions from them. So yeah, if we spared the village, I'm guessing we would still be able to buy from Magda, but since we raised it, we cannot. Well, that's unfortunate, but you know, I'll live with all the choices that I make in these games, so maybe if Maybe on a playthrough on my own time, I'll just make different choices. Magic circle. You explore the stone building. It looks like it's been abandoned for quite a few years. If someone has been here recently, your tracking skills are inadequate to find the signs. Then you notice something. A sound, a quiet humming, barely at the edge of perception. If Avadon hadn't told you to be alert, you never would have detected it. There is a movement out of the corner of your eye. You turn your head, but there's nothing happening. Odd. You gain a new appreciation for the camouflage skills of the Cimmerians. They have built a large complex under the huts above, but they left their huts looking entirely abandoned. Nice work. Now that you are down here, you can hear hissing and zapping sounds in the cavern ahead. Your hair starts to stand on end. Something powerful has been installed down here. Time to deliver the judgment of Avadon. There is a large meeting hall in the center of this complex, its recent construction, full of magical equipment, and, oddly, staffed by wretches. The small, fierce creatures are standing at a meeting table. A shaman stands in the middle, pointing at a map and barking orders. You can tell he's a shaman because of the hundreds of fangs hanging from his armor. He looks ridiculous. When you emerge into the room, one of the wretches points at you and snarls. The shaman turns. Aha! You are no Cimmerians. You are the foe. Now you face wrath of Tooth-Ma-Fang. Tooth-Ma-Fang? Yes, that is I. He shakes his body, and the hundreds of little trophies hanging from his garb rattle together. My trophies, the source of my power. What are you doing here? We were brought by the Great One. We are gift to Cimmerians, so many of them killed. We Warborn promises help to them, brought by the Great One. Brings all allies together. Who is the Great One? The Great One. The top one wise human who brings us together. He is great. He is deadly. He is... One of the other wretches pokes him in the arm. Sorry, not to say name. What is your job? We help Cimmerians replace all the dead. Help them fight. Token to bring them back in war. So, now what happens? Now, Tooth-Ma-Fang thinks it's over. He wasn't expecting a big battle today. I think one of us surrenders to other, or we fight to death. One of these things. We should just fight. Tooth-Ma-Fang was expecting your attack. We are prepared for this attack. Cimmerian shamans give us defenses. He mutters a word of command. The crystals surrounding you begin to glow. Deadly magic starts to crawl across the floor away from them, burning everyone in his path. The wretches are surrounded by it. Tooth-Ma-Fang says, I did not expect this. Knowing that it keeps backing away. Okay, that's good. Oh, wizard staff. I didn't know that Selena had it. We could probably give that to Napoli when we can. But let's raise these up. Charm of Nimbleness. You can put it on him. Put this on her. And this is exactly why he was dumb as hell. Oh, that was for Avadon's intelligence. Okay. You enter an old, worn magic circle. It dates from before the rise of the Cimmerians, and they usually neglect these old, sacred rings of stones. You take a note of its position. It might help you to locate the missing circle Magda asked you to find. Okay. So we are supposed to go right to the circles. And that's why I like clearing out the area too, so we can just walk right up to the magic circles with no problem. Or not have to clear out monsters in the area we hadn't discovered yet. Alright, same dialogue as before. Magda told you that the 4 circles formed a square. Now that you have found the first 3, you might be able to locate the 4th. Okay, so maybe right up here. You search the underbrush at the end of this path. Based on the positions of the other circles, it seems like a good place to search. Your hunt is successful. You find some stones in the shrubbery, indicating a long forgotten path leading to the west. You are the first living person to enter this grove in many a year. Bleached bones and skulls poke out of the grass, long dead victims of the sentinel waiting here. There is a tall specter standing by a pile of skulls. It has been here for a very long time and it has mostly faded away. Only the circlet on its head still seems solid. When you get close, it turns to you and begins to speak. The thing is too far gone for you to be able to hear it. Its words come out as a whisper. Die, undead whore. The specter doesn't turn away. It raises its hand and swoops towards you. It calls forth what little power remains to it, which turns out to be a surprising amount. The specter points at you. A wisp of essence flakes away from its hand and enters your head. You feel confused. Wishing Crest, Intelligence. You enter a grove and find a fourth circle. Find a fourth old, crumbling stone circle. There's nobody here, just the stones. It's somewhat anticlimactic, but you've done what Magda asked. You just need to return the news to her. Okay. And that looks like the only enemy we were meant to attack. So yeah, forms a circle. I mean, forms a square. I found the fourth circle. You tell Magda where the circle is and what you found there. She makes a note of it. She removes the charm from her neck. She gives it to you with a pouch of coins. Thanks to you, the circle will be restored. The dark power there will be removed. I am grateful. Do you have any more work for me? It doesn't matter. If the other villagers see me talking to you too much, it will put me in danger. I must stop dealing with you. If you had not brought destruction down upon us, things might be different, but they are not. Alright, so same disciplines as force, steel, earth, and lightning. Okay, so she might have had more quests for us if we didn't raise the village. But again, I'm going to live with that choice. Alright, let's do this on Nathalie. And this on Nathalie. And this on Nathalie. Dang, a lot of intelligence stuff. Alright, let's go back to Avadon real quick. I explored those huts you told me about. You tell Avadon about everything you found. He frenetically takes notes. Is making today even more jolly. I will send more scouts soon. Do digging. Look at papers. If I hurry, much might be found. As before, he presents you with another scarab. Happy to help you in return for good, bloody work. I would love to give you more help. I will love your help, yet if I delay you, might anger Redbeard. I know he has big plans for you. You follow him. I will distract you no more. Okay, duly noted then. I don't really care for the Riposte one too much, but we can put it on Botan. Ooh, I like this one. It gives a 5% level chance each combat turn of healing all nearby allies. But yeah, I might switch back and forth between them. Between Rudao and Botan. I definitely want to take Selena on all my missions. As far as Kalita and Athlete, I mean, I like them in their respective first games they appear, but I think I will only take them if I absolutely need to, or like if they have character arcs in this one. For one reason, it is redundant to have a Blade Master. Another Blade Master if you already have a Blade Master. And also, you know, I already took both of their characters on all my missions in their respective games. Alright, so that was pretty much all we had as far as quests go. Rebels at Kirik-Tor. You are getting close to Kirik-Tor, an ancient meeting place of the Wild Realm. You can tell because the trees around you are starting to get all weird and wiggly. You're walking into a vague cloud of powerful shamanic magic. Your training taught you to immediately recognize the spells used to hide paths and turn forests into mazes of confusion. The rebels at Kirik-Tor know you are coming, and they are prepared. The question is, what will they do? Perhaps the shaman standing on the road to the east has an answer. Chapter 2, The Rebellion. Much of the Wild Realm is in rebellion against the Pact. If there is to be peace, the civil war must end. The shaman waiting for you at the end of the path is an elderly woman. Though she is old, alone, and a rebel against the Pact, she is utterly unafraid. She reminds you of Dom. Hopefully, she won't try to kill you. She leans on her staff and gives you a respectful bow. You are Ray Lin, a hand of Avadon. I am Shaman Arilda. I give you greetings. How do you know my name? After your bold actions in Cameria, many know your name. Greetings to you. Shaman Arilda nods, appreciating the courtesy. I have come to briefly interrupt your journey. I know you are here because of the meeting. The meeting? We have had a meeting with Deless. The leaders of Safarlands, your foes, have sent messages, and Deless delivered them. Botan looks around as if he might see signs of where Deless went. Then he gives up. Our prey slips away once again. Selena silently checks her tools and weapons. Until a battle presents itself, she is content to listen. Arilda continues. We have met with them. Now we are ready to meet with you. We have much to discuss. So Deless was here. He was. He came to convince us to fight the Pact at his side. We told him our terms. He left. Now we must meet with you. You have intentionally hidden our greatest foe from us? Hidden Deless? We have done no such thing. He came to us, then he left, and we chose not to imprison him. I know we have committed many crimes against your laws. This was not one of them. How do you know I want to talk to you? You did not get our invitation? We sent it to Avadon. She notes your confusion. You don't know about it. Interesting. We want to negotiate with the Pact. Now you are here. A happy coincidence. Since Avadon hasn't sent anyone else, you can treat with us. First, however, there is a problem. What is the problem? Deless will deal with us, but he will not trust us. He left a force of soldiers in the woods around Kirik-Tor. We told him that this is not allowed. He ignored us. Since we may need his help, we could not push the issue. Why did Deless leave forces here? I think Deless suspects we want to negotiate with the Pact. Perhaps make a peace. Deless is right. You are here, after all. I think those soldiers are here to kill you before you can reach our leader. What if the enemy soldiers attack me? I would suggest defending yourself. They will kill you without hesitation. Why do you need Deless's help? Our leader will tell you himself. I want to proceed to our meeting. Then I will only ask one thing. Kirik-Tor is traditionally a place of peace. For negotiation, I ask you to respect our traditions. Do not fight when you are here, except in self-defense. I do not intend violence today, but I will defend myself if I need to. I would ask no less. The meeting may take place. I wish you luck in evading your enemies. We might need their help, so we can't aid you in fighting them. I can open the way. I am ready. Then I will remove the spell I have placed. It will open a path that will direct you around the many warriors waiting to ambush you on the road ahead. He mutters a few words. You hear a rustling to your left. You turn and look just in time to see trees shift slowly out of your way. The path is open. You turn back to Arilda, only to find that she is gone. You pass through a neglected barrier and enter the woods west of Kirik-Tor. The site has been used by the Wild Realm for centuries, and you can see the remnants of long abandoned settlements and camps everywhere. Not all these groves are empty, though. There is a large camp not far to the east. Warriors are drinking, shouting, and singing. You detect the traces of a Tawan accent. Shaman Arilda didn't lie. There are lots of armed farlanders in these woods, a deadly obstacle between you and Kirik-Tor. Okay. What the heck is in here then? When you enter the small storeroom, you feel dizzy. It seems like simple fatigue at first, but you aren't fooled. Someone nearby is using mental magic on you, leaving you confused. The feeling soon passes. You search the room, but you don't find anything unusual. You leave frustrated and with the determination to find and punish whoever was tinkering with your mind. Charmed ogre statue. Summon an ogre for 8 turns. Okay. Okay, found an exit right here. The mountain under Kirik-Tor is honeycombed with tunnels, full of old outposts and mines long abandoned. Someone was building a stone walkway to the west, but the work was abandoned years ago. Normally, you turn around and look for somewhere exciting and hopefully stocked with treasure to loot, but not yet. Something isn't right here. It takes you a moment to identify it. You kneel down and touch the stone of the floor. It is warm and vibrates slightly, almost as if the rock were slightly alive. Strange and intriguing. Okay, we might be going a bit too far right now. It's even this right now. All right, make sure we do that and that. Nullity construct. Dang, I just want to get to a town. I didn't know I would be fighting all this stuff. You give the wheel a few turns. The chain pulls out of the ground with loud scraping and clanging. Then the wheel gets stuck. What are these constructs? Oh, come on, really? Come on, really? Kill these freaking constructs already. Now Raylan's gonna be wounded. Crap. And she's the only one with the resurrection scroll anyway. At the bottom of the series of caves, you find the source of the strange magic. Two stone statues wait for you at the far end of this cave. They shift slowly back and forth, waiting for prey. This sort of living rock is a specialty of Camarian shamans. One of them must have slipped into this place and laid a curse on the rock here. It's fallen on you to remove it. As the statues turn and lurch towards you, you notice a wisp of light floating around the room. It's a faint humanoid shape drifting around. As it moves, most of soothing energy drift out of it and fall to the ground. And it's some sort of power source. Interesting. Okay, so that's annoying. The two sentinels crumble to dust. The insubstantial shade fades away. The living rock of the cave grows cold and and still, as it should be, the curse is lifted. Oh snap, we can even train our people here? Oh no, we can't. But we can use runestones if we wanted. I was about to say, I thought we could train people. Okay, I mainly just wanted to go to Kirik-Tor. I didn't want to actually do all this, but maybe it is going to be another quest we've already completed for somebody. Alright, let me just go ahead and head back to Camp Nightshade really quick. Just so I can regenerate. Or not regenerate, but take that wounded effect off of Raylin. Okay, so this is a little bit harder than the previous two Avadons at this point, as far as keeping your characters as alive as possible, or conscious as possible. Farland's Warwolf. You're on the road, Shaman at Rilda blocked off. From this angle, you can see why. In the distance to the southwest, you can see a large force of warriors. You duck out of sight and spy on them. They are Farlanders, a lot of them, and they are waiting to ambush anyone who walks down this road. If you continue in this direction, they are sure to see you. It would be a very dangerous encounter. Okay, so let's just avoid them. Okay, these are just wolves. We can kill them real quick. Ooh, two other crystals on the ground here. Alright, so it looks like our best entrance to Kirik-Tor is going to be over here. You come to a quiet, disused grove. There is an old standing stone in the center, covered with worn carvings. Nobody comes out here much. Pity. It's nice and tranquil. Oh, don't want to go down there. Yeah, let's just go in here. Okay, with that in mind, I'm just going to go ahead and save the game right here, and I'll see y'all soon with the next part.